Welcome to Salento with Love. I'm Davide Mengoli, and let's talk about our services. I find that when moving forward, when you have finally found the property that you would like to move forward with, in my experience, I have found that making an offer is one of those crucial moments. Everything happens there because you are talking money, and it's like people don't like talking money. It's like you're upsetting somebody or you're making someone happy. In negotiation in real estate, it's very strange what happens to the vendor's mind when an offer comes through. They put something for sale of a certain amount, they receive the amount that they're asking for and they're not happy. They're receiving an amount below what they're asking for, they're not happy. What happens really inside here? Well, in majority of the cases, if the property it's connected to a personal part of their life, which in majority of the cases it is here in Italy, you can imagine that even achieving the asking price, it still means letting something go. But having said that, it's really important to negotiate. I find that I get people asking me, sending messages, and you're probably being at the receiving end of one of my replies, can I make an offer below the asking price? The answer is always the same, and that is everything it's open to offers. When it comes to purchasing a property, making an offer is part of the deal. It's acceptable. You know, people sort of writing these messages, no offers accepted. It's like, well, it's not a price tag in a supermarket. Purchasing real estate, it's always open to offers. So, with that in mind, after this short introduction and potentially giving you a little bit of insight of what happens inside people's heart and mind when they receive an offer or when they are at the vendor's side of things, let's move on to our service. We offer a service called negotiation and purchase, and here we can see it. Salento with Love offers a negotiation and purchase service. You have found the perfect property, it ticks all the important boxes, you don't want to lose that opportunity, but you don't want to pay over the odds. Now, what does it mean paying over the odds? Because if somebody is asking for 100, potentially that is the value of the property. So paying 100 is not really paying over the odds. But we have said that making an offer or moving into a negotiation ground, it's always acceptable in the real estate market. Now, we also know that in Italy, predominantly in Italy, which it probably doesn't happen in big cities like New York, London, or bigger cities or large cities, where the price or the market price is established by the type of property and what's happened on that particular street, because the real estate market is always moving. But when we go over to a country like Italy, and every property is different, we can't really establish a price by a square meter. We can't really say, okay, this property needs work, it's so many square meters, and the price per square meter in this area is such and such, and so the price is over the top, or is actually a very good price. We can't use this rule in establishing what the price should be. So how can we establish what the price should be? Experience. That it's really what allows us to pick up a property at the right price. It's fair to say that when you're picking up a property, it's good to get it at the right price. And what the right price means is that you have the experience to know what other things have sold in that area, in that town, in that region, in that rural area. And with that in mind, then you can make an informative offer. That's where our experience come in. Well, first of all, I have experience in the real estate personally after purchasing many properties for myself and for clients. So the service that we offer, which is called negotiation and purchase, allows us really to review the situation and establish really what it's the product or the property that you are buying. We also can establish how much work the property needs. With that in mind, we can actually understand what's the final price of that property after your purchasing cost and all your legal fees. So we can actually add on potentially what's the cost of a refurb to then understand what's the final price of that property. And so if we work it backwards, we can actually get to what would be the right price for that property. Also, we get to understand the background of the property. We get to understand how long the property's been on the market. We get to understand who are the seller and what's the position of the seller. We get to understand how much negotiation movement we have. So the service that we offer of negotiation and purchase goes beyond a property on the market for 100. We have a chat with you. We will go in with an offer. We just wait and see what happens. And then if it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, we move on to another one. No, the service that we offer goes well beyond that. Remember, in the previous videos, that we search and inspect and advise on that property on your behalf, potentially without you being here. Or even if you are here, we will go along, we will inspect and we will advise before you move on and you appear on the scene. So that's a very important step, because then we can actually move in with an offer having all the information that we need, knowing really what's the position or what position we're in. There are many advantages about having a negotiator on your behalf if you're purchasing a property in Italy. We operate here in Salento, but we can offer this service in different parts of Italy. But let's say you're here, so we have physically inspected your property. You are probably already a subscriber of our YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, and the video that we search, we inspect and we advise shows clearly the added value of having somebody on the ground that works just for you. He works exclusively for you. So it gives us a great buzz. It's really amazing. It gives us a great kick when we actually pick up a property for you at the right price. Saving you money means that you'll have more money in the pot to do work to the property. So in that negotiation stages, for us, it's very important to keep you out and to make sure that we do what we get paid for. Yes, paid for. I'll leave this bit to the end, because remember what I said at the beginning, when we talk money, everybody gets a bit nervous. But we can save you money, and we can save you a lot more money than what we are actually costing you. How? Well, in two ways. The first way, it's a very interesting way. We are registered as Realtor here in Italy. When we actually approach a Realtor here and we are inspecting a property on your behalf, we introduce ourselves as Realtors, and we are saying that one of our clients is interested in a property that they have. And in some cases, we can negotiate a commission, a much lower rate of commission or no commission. What am I talking about? You are purchasing a property. What commission am I talking about? Perhaps I'll leave this in for a Q&A. Have you seen any of the Q&As? You may want to subscribe to the YouTube channel and see some of the Q&As. Yes, commission. Because in Italy, the purchaser, you buying a property, you'll be expected to pay up to 3%, sometimes even more, 3% plus IVA, or the tax in Italy, which is 22%. So, to make it clear, if you were purchasing a property for 100,000 euros, you'll be asked to pay 3% of 100,000 euros commission plus 22% VAT or IVA on that invoice. When we step in, sometimes we can negotiate that on your behalf and we can reduce it down to a small amount, or sometimes they'll say, it's your client, you charge your client, we charge the vendor. In that case, you know how much you've saved? A huge amount. We will go a step beyond negotiation and purchase of your beautiful property. Yes, in the service that we offer, once you've engaged into our negotiation and purchase, we will oversee the transaction all the way through. We will do a certain element of due diligence for you. We will come in and translate anything that needs to be translated. We will act on your behalf. We will make sure that the notary gets set up. We will probably organize even your appointment and your arrival here, or even your power of attorney to allow you to complete potentially even without being here. Yes, we don't take 1.5% just because we're pretty. Well, I'm not that pretty. No, we don't take 1.5% because we'll help you to negotiate the best possible deal. So you may have already saved more than what we are actually costing you. No, we would take 1.5% because we would like to help you and guide you. And in that process, there is a huge amount of work that we do. A lot more than what an agency is doing in allowing you to purchase that property. So it's for you to decide if it's a service that you would like us to offer to help you in the transaction process of purchasing a property. So let's recap. You may have used our services to visit a property, advise on the property, and then potentially left you there for you to make a decision. Or you may have seen a property in Italy somewhere and now you would like to move forward to potentially make an offer. In those cases, we offer a product called negotiation and purchase. You'll engage our services. From that moment on, we will look at the situation, we will talk to the realtor, and after we have discussed the matter with you, we will move forward, we'll put an offer, we stand our ground. If the offer gets accepted, we will move forward, we will do a certain element of due diligence. After that, we will guide you through in any kind of correspondence or negotiations that will go from there to finalizing the deeds, signing of the contract, and you getting the keys. Hopefully, I was clear in the service that we offer as negotiation and purchases. And remember, a small aspect but very important, a negotiator helps you saving money in purchasing a property in Italy. I hope you enjoy the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, stay safe wherever you are, and thank you very much.